Darwin and the Territory is not for everyone, and we like it that way. But I think we want to introduce more people to the Territory because I think building our economy is going to be good for the nation more broadly, but it's also going to provide more opportunities for young Territory kids so they stay here.
Yep.
And I guess that's one of the saddest things for me is when I understand why young Territory kids want to go down south and go to uni or want to get some work experience on the East Coast. But we want to make sure there's enough going on here so they go, I'm going to take what I learned here back home because we're now getting the critical mass to develop, for instance, our screen production sector. Like more and more films are coming up here, and not just for the landscape, but for the quality people that we've got up here when it comes to the screen industry. And I guess just a bit of a segue, that's one of my passions within the federal parliament. I started a group called the Parliamentary Friends of Australian Children's Storytelling. I want to have more of our kids in Australian storytelling, more Australian stories told to Australian kids, more opportunities for Australian companies to make Australian content, and to get the streamers to take more content. And that's another example where legislation, regulation can make a difference because we can say, look, if you want access to the Australian market, then work with us and take some of our content.
Yep.
And our content continues to impress overseas houses and bigger screen production companies, and they want to do more collaboratively with us. I'm just using that as an example of the work in Parliament is not just passing legislation, as important as that is. It's also about advocacy and saying, look, work with us to deliver an outcome for Australian industry, and that's how you maintain your social licence.